Mike Taylor Live is presented by Texas Cheer Liquor. Live from San Antonio, Mike Taylor.
Hey, brother, we're living the dream. How you doing? We're back, bitches. How you boys doing? Que paso? We're on the casting couch tonight.
My home away from home, it feels.
I got used to being in beer joints.
True home away from home.
It does. It feels like home away from home. The couch and everything. I've slept on this couch, too.
Feels like it wouldn't be such a bad night
It was okay.
if you were confined to said couch.
It was fine. It was awful. Hope I never have to do it again.
How is it that bad? It's a comfortable couch.
Yeah, to do what we're doing, but to sleep all night.
Oh, I
wouldn't
forget you need a
need my
mandatory thread count.
I got to get my 7.5 hours.
Cambodian pigeon feather mattress and
South Korean.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Okay,
please
very
correct
good. All right, it is the Taylor Show. It is Mike Taylor Live, presented by Texas Cheer Liquor. When he started advertising with us, he had 5 locations. Now he has 9 locations. I mean, just saying. That can't be disputed. That is absolutely inarguable that he had 5 when he started putting his name on our show, Mr. Singh at Texas Cheer Liquor. Now he has 9 of them. So you're welcome, Mr. Singh, and I look forward to the future endeavors as you open more liquor stores all over the greater South Central San Antonio area. So thank you to Texas Cheer Liquor.
And keep sending me funny DMs, Mr. Singh.
We were going to go out. I was supposed to go to Bernie tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, I was going to take the day off and got kiboshed. And I was going to go to the new location to see that new humidor he's got in there. I don't even smoke cigars, but I was thinking about buying one just because.
Support the cause.
Yeah, sure, but wound up I'm not going to go, so to hell with it. Anyway, thanks for sponsoring our show, Mr. Singh. Love you hard.
Even if you don't smoke cigars, there's always going to be a situation where you need a fine cigar on hand. Like, you could be that guy that just busts one out randomly. Like, you're never known as a cigar smoker.
Yeah.
You have a really nice cigar.
So last time you smoked a cigar?
Probably what was the last wedding that I had to partake in?
One of your rare millennial weddings?
Yeah.
Y'all don't get married much.
Not a whole lot.
No.
We just coexist.
Yeah, shack up with 8 other people.
That's correct, because,
Yeah.
economy forces your hand sometimes, and it's better to share than to be bankrupt.
Swap lunch meat with each other?
Swap. Yes, yes. Trading bologna for smoked turkey, so to speak. Yeah.
All right, we got a guest tonight, man. This is kind of cool. We'll see how long this goes. So I want to introduce him, and then we're going to play his fun video as he has.
He's going to knock his balls off right off the top.
I mean, that's the reason he's on.
Okay.
And we'll get to know him and stuff.
It's not the reason he's on.
That's pretty much the reason.
Spurred his appearance.
Well, yeah, and we'll see what else he's got and stuff. So on with us tonight is a rare guest. It's been a minute since we had an actual guest on. Mario Barrios, I think, was the last guest,
one, yeah.
And he was in person.
That's a lot to live up to for tonight. That's a world champion.
He won't.
Right
He's
there.
fine. No, but we have fairly new Kens 5 sportscaster man Nate Ryan on with us tonight. I think he's in the lobby over at Kens 5 in San Antonio, Texas. Lawrence, pull him up. Let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's looking for. Hey, dude, how you doing, man?
What's up, fellas? How we doing?
We're good. You're in that lobby there in the front? I've been in there a couple times.
Yeah, I've got a bit of reverb going on in here, but I am in the lobby, so it's all good with that.
Oh, you sound okay.
Yeah,
you
you're
sound
not coming
fine.
across.
Yeah, you're
Sweet.
good. Clearly, you did not ask. Clearly, you did not ask management to do this hit, right?
I may have mentioned it to them, but
you did?
they were cool with it. They were cool with it.
All
I'll
right.
be damn.
It kind of knocks a little bit of the luster off of our reputation.
Okay, how long you been in town, man?
I've been here for about a little over a month, so I got in.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah. June 20th is when I started up out here.
Okay. All right. So you don't know, but like, I'm shocked that they would let you do the hit. Not because Kens is not cool, but because it's us.
Yeah, shocked is an understatement.
So anyway, and so it's super cool for you to come on and you just got rolling and just got into town, and we don't normally have dudes on like this, but
Well, I'm honored. I'm honored.
Well,
Yeah.
that's that video that came down. So I tell
That's
you what,
right.
here's what we want to do. We're going to play your video. We want to do some post game analysis of it.
I love that. Let's do it.
We showed this last week of your day. I'm assuming this was your cowboy training camp debut.
Yeah, we were out in Cali last week, 2 weeks ago.
Okay, very good. So let's pull him up, LG. We'll watch it again. So what we gonna do? Just take an email, like rando emailers from viewers?
No, so actually, what this was on is it was a Facebook Live.
Oh,
so I was like, it wasn't on air. It wasn't on a newscast or anything like that. It was only on Facebook.
The
So
Facebook page. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So, and
right.
Facebook, you're waiting for people to submit questions, I guess, and really, I like in instances like that. I'm just kind of going through. I'm taking viewer questions, and I love when people ask questions for me. It gives me less time to just sit there and kind of go on a little rant by myself and talk by myself. It's pretty nice. But so I was like eagerly waiting for just anybody to just comment anything in there.
Literally anybody.
Like a birthday request. I was at my most vulnerable spot because I'm just out there. I'm like, God, somebody will somebody submit some questions. I mean, ask me what my favorite color is, anything. And and somebody asked for a birthday request too. And seeing as a guy, every birthdays are great. It's cool with me, so,
everybody likes a birthday.
Well, I was interested in your answer to the previous question where you said, no question, McCarthy deserves a third year.
Yes, that was a question that one person actually asked, a legitimate question before that, and naturally being
it made for the perfect setup.
Yeah, being the only question on there, I took about 4 minutes to answer it. I pretty much was bringing up numbers.
True professional.
Sure.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. I was just stretching that out. So
this is Skins 5's Facebook page. All right, LG, roll this most of our viewers already saw this. Let's roll it again.
Here
we go. Roll sod.
Roll sod.
He wouldn't be standing here. So
for my TV guy.
I think McCarthy deserves a third year. Hello, Nate. My grandpa is a big Cowboys fan. Can you wish him, Mr. Drew P. Webos, a happy birthday?
Still good.
Mr. Drew P. Webos, happy birthday to you. We really appreciate you watching all of us here at Ken's 5. Hey, you know what, Mr. Webos? I'll be honest, you share your birthday with the Dallas Cowboys quarterback, Dak Prescott, turning 29 earlier today.
So I hope got the fun facts.
All your birthday wishes here come true today. All of us back at Ken's 5 wish you a very happy birthday, and thanks so much for tuning in and following
Okay, cool. All right, okay. My first question is, how long before you realized someone was screwing with me?
When somebody posted it, actually it was like 4 or 5 days later. I finished that up and I was like, all right, on to the next. Like I got to go do 3 hits of television, and it's fantastic. I'm like, I finished that up. I'm like, I don't managed to fill some time there, and then I remember because the weird thing is like I actually speak Spanish too, which is
inexcusable.
Exactly, it's right over my head. So actually,
if my internet reporting is correct, you have a degree in Spanish, right?
That I do. Yeah, I don't have degrees in a lot of things, but that is one of the few things I do. Yeah, actually, the market I was in before this was El Paso, Texas. I was out in El Paso, so it was the folks back there were the ones who were blowing up my phone. I remember I landed back from California in San Antonio, and like my phone had just been like, after I landed, it was just blowing up. I'm like, it was like I got traded or something. I'm like, what's going on here? And then I'm like, oh, you got me there. But yeah, it's good fun.
Hang on, the Astros just tied it up.
I wasn't even going to say anything.
He's a Rangers fan.
Martin Perez has been damn near unhittable this year, and he just gave up a salami.
I told you the lead was just a setup for heartbreak.
It always is as a Ranger fan.
New ball game, and here comes the Astros.
Okay, let's pick on him.
Back to Nate.
Let's talk about you taking points, or quit talking about the Rangers.
All right, man. So you've mentioned El Paso. What are you, 25? How old are you?
20. I just turned 27.
Okay, cool. Where'd you go to college?
I went to so I'm from Chicago originally. I went to a small school in Indiana called DePauw University with a W.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, that's great. I mean, most people are like, oh.
No, DePauw.
Not DePauw.
DePauw. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I got it.
You got some Tigers. tigers in the house.
I didn't know that. Let's not get crazy. I did know DePaul.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. But no, I went to school there, and it was great. I mean, it was a real small school, but it was literally
How small are we talking?
Dude, like it's like 20, I think like 2,800 kids.
Oh,
but,
that's like McMurray. The first school I went
Yeah,
to in Alabama.
kinda, yeah.
It's like it felt like a high school. It's
Oh,
so
yeah.
small.
Yeah, and it's just like in the middle of nowhere, like rural Indiana, like nothing going on remotely close to it.
Ooh,
Yeah, and I was,
two words I never want to
Okay.
hear: rural Indiana.
Why did you major
Yeah.
in Spanish of all things?
because a long story short, that was my major. That was a minor I had. But
Okay, my bad. Why
long,
did you choose
long,
that?
long story short, man, I wasn't good at anything else growing up. I mean, I was getting bad grades in like math and science, and as a kid, I was taking Spanish, and it just kind of stuck with me through the years. I just kept getting good grades in it. I'm like, sure, it's one thing that I seem to be okay at, and then yeah, really just because no one in my family speaks Spanish. I come from like a Irish Catholic family, Chicago. Like they all speak zero Spanish.
Wow.
Like so, yeah.
You seem
I
surprised.
can't believe it. Okay.
Yeah, but they yeah. So
Okay,
stuck
but then you wind up in El Paso and San Antonio, so it worked out
great.
fine. So
funny how things work out.
how long were you in El Paso?
I was there for 3 years.
Jeez, okay, cool. So you became part of the fabric out there.
Yeah, man, it was
Kind
great.
of,
I mean,
sort of,
I loved my time out there, man. The people are great.
Yeah, you banged
actually,
some Mexican girls?
did I out there? I'm just gonna say no.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
come on.
Yes. You're a TV
I was
guy.
Your
gonna go no.
manager's already said it's fine. They know what this
You're a
is
TV
exactly
guy.
what you're getting.
Yeah.
You're a TV guy in El Paso. Hell yeah, you scored. You bet your ass.
The job was great. Really nice people out there.
Nice people.
Like, good sports out there. It's super. I mean, I had no idea how far away it was from San Antonio. It's wild. It's closer to Phoenix than it is to here. But
Shit,
yeah, it's
it's
a good
Western
time.
time. It's a mountain time zone.
Did you spend any time in that Big Bend, Alpine, Marfa area?
Oh yeah, man. We actually, so when I was out there, I did like a little kind of like lifestyle television series when I was out there.
Nice.
And me and one of our directors from my station out there is actually like one of my best friends. We packed up the truck, and we we're out in Big Bend for 3-4 days, just kind of camping under the stars, and it was a good time. Just TV, but it's cool, man. I love being outside, so
Yeah.
I'm always looking for like places around here in this area too, like getting out of the house, which is fun.
All right, so obviously you're on the American side of the border, but how often did cartel talk come up living in that town?
It was mostly.
Does it always hover over that city? Like right over there is Juarez and.
Yeah, so it's kind of wild. I would tell my friends like back home in the Midwest, like they'd be like, "Yo, so do you live pretty close to Mexico?" I'd be like, "Yeah, man, I literally live like 5 blocks from the main entry point into the United States." But I mean, it's crazy too, because when you're in El Paso, you're driving on I-10, which is the same highway, cutting through the Alamo City.
Yeah.
It like the highway literally goes over Juarez, the city in Mexico. So it's like you're literally looking down and you're so close you can read the street signs over there. And it's just like, it's a completely different, I mean, it's another country, but it's like a completely different world too.
Shit,
but
yeah.
I used to hear stories from people who, grew up there, even people who, were over there as recently as like 20 years ago. And that was something that they did like all the time. They would go over to Juarez for like a fun night on the town, just walk over there, and it was totally cool. And then they would come back over into El Paso. Like that's where I think that's where all the underage kids used to go party over there, and then they'd stumble back into the States.
Hell yeah.
I didn't do any of that. But,
Oh no! Well,
it's
you have
different
to
now.
protect your reputation.
Yeah.
Listen to that pronunciation. Juarez.
That's solid.
Juarez.
That's better than this guy can do.
It sounds a lot better than Drew P. Huevos.
Yeah, a little
Yeah,
bit too.
and that's the thing is, I said like Huevos, like it was like Chris Webber or something.
How did
like
they
that.
spell it? How was it
Yeah,
spelled?
how'd they get you? Was it WEBBOS or something like that?
It was just WEBOS. I literally looked at it. It was like I was thinking maybe this person's like comes from like Greek heritage or something.
Okay,
like that. Like,
I could see
Like,
that.
ain't no Greeks in
Webos.
San Antonio.
I don't know.
Webos.
Maybe one or two. They own the strip clubs.
Yeah.
The Greeks do.
Yeah,
actually.
he's a center back for Parma.
Yeah, that's right.
So
That's
is your
what I was
Spanish
thinking.
really good, or you just faked your way through the major or the minor rather?
I mean, it's pretty solid. I mean, like if
Okay.
you were to drop me off in like the middle of a foreign in like a Spanish speaking country, I could
West
make it out
Side
by
San
myself.
Antonio.
That's
yeah.
correct.
Yeah, there you go. Do that. That'd
You'd be
great.
fine.
The thing is like my Spanish has like kind of gotten worse actually since like the older I've gotten. Like because I'm just like I do my work in English for the most part, but like
Sure.
occasionally like I've had conversations with like Spanish speaking athletes, which is pretty cool. And it's cool to like connect with people sort of in the language they're most comfortable in. But when I was actually in college, funny story, I studied for a few months in Cuba, so I actually lived there for like 3 months.
Okay, legit, dude. You've erased last week. That's just you've done well. You've handled,
which is if there's only like if there's like one like thing that I was just like, God, you know, that's just like just sticking with me. It's just like all the credibility that I had for as I'm a friend.
You're saving it tonight. This is saving.
I'm a friend of the Spanish speaking community. I want people to know that.
Clearly,
it's cool.
Yes, of course. But the juxtaposition of your skill,
exactly,
with that,
which makes it even funnier. Too,
it's what makes it golden.
That's what makes it gold. So what the hell did you do in Cuba?
I was literally like, me and my buddy, I was a tennis player in college for a little bit, and me and my buddy who was on the team, we were like, we want to go study somewhere, but we couldn't go for like a full, semester or something like that. I remember literally like we were sitting in like the fraternity house one day, and we were just typed in like study abroad college, and like we clicked on like the first link, and Cuba was one of the options, and we were like, yeah, let's rip it, like let's do it. And we were there for like, dude, like it's like,
kid.
I'm like, when are you ever gonna go to Cuba? And so we were there. The thing about him though, was he spoke no Spanish whatsoever.
Yeah, and he had to get his ass around.
Dude, it was like traveling the country with a small child is what it was like. Like I had to, it was like if it was because you couldn't communicate with anybody. Like every time we went to a restaurant, like I had to order for him, and I would like mess with him all the time. Like it'd be like, it was a lot of fun, but like there were times when it was just like getting pretty annoying because like, dude, you gotta just leave me alone or something.
Yeah,
but it was a fun time, man.
You're messing up my Mac here.
Try to order up.
Yeah.
All right, dude. So you said, what'd you say, 27?
27, yeah.
27. All right. So what's long term for you? You want to? What's the end goal? Blank carte blanche. You get to pick the future.
Well, people are quick to remind me here. The job that I have here now has been.
I don't want to hear. I want to retire. I want to stay in San Antonio my whole life. I love the city. For real. Like, what's the dream gig? Dream
gig, man. Honestly, just my parents are all back in the Chicago area. I wouldn't mind, eventually getting back to, because I've been away from my family and my friends for a real long time, man. But honestly, like this is going to be a cheap answer, but I really kind of like, I'm so happy in the position that I am here right now. I'm in like the romantic stage right now where like, I just can't, like I'm, wanting to get out to San Antonio and explore as many cool places in the city. I'm like a golden retriever, man. I'm like looking around.
I was about to say,
all right.
I'm like, I'm looking around and there's like colors and I'm like, what's this? It's sweet, man. But cool. I'm loving where I'm at right now.
Shit, yeah.
So
okay.
You got here in June, you said?
Got here in June, yeah.
So it was practically straight to Cowboys camp. And
pretty much.
Like, what have you gotten to experience here in the city? Like, what's been the best memory or moment so far since you've moved here?
Like city-wise, because like honestly, man, I'm usually here in the studio, and then like I'm trying to get out to as many practices with like a couple UTSA practices, and now that there's high school football starting up, just trying to meet as many different coaches and players, and just kind of show people that like I'm dialed in and like I care because I do.
Of course you got to
and
balls deep to the job, but
man. But
where you living? Where you living? What side of
town?
So
I'm living like kind of downtown, like Southtown sort of area.
That's my boy. Okay,
yes,
good.
Yeah, that's kind of what people are saying. I really like what I enjoy, man. Like the river. I probably maybe sound like a total tourist getting here, but I love. Dude, I love like running on the river, man.
Sure.
Like I'll start on like the Southtown area and then run like north up to the Pearl, and there's just like I'm like looking around and there's like lily pads on the river and stuff. I'm like, dude, this is like I feel like I'm in like a whale painting or something like that. This is sweet, It's but it's cool, man. It's been a lot of fun.
Grows on you pretty fast. Man.
It will. You're gonna even if you do leave, you'll always feel like at least a chunk of home. You wait if you're here for a long time. The city, it just gets under your skin, and it's hard to leave, man. So that's cool.
Yeah, man.
All
Are
right,
you guys from here originally?
I'm from North Texas. He is too.
Same.
Okay.
And
Cool.
I got a radio gig at iHeart. I got that gig in 2007, and I moved around a lot. I got a long ass story.
We don't have time.
Don't
We
deep
really
dive my
don't.
name. Don't Google me, for God's sake. I've been back and forth a lot, but no, this has been essentially my home since 2007. I've turned down 3 jobs. And I was like you. My goal was to get back to Dallas because I grew up in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm like, wow, did you just turn down a job? Driving? Yeah, I did. I came to because when it came push to shove, I liked it here. I had a bubble. I had a security. I loved the city, and it was cool. And the city dug the show, and the show was working out. Now we do different things for a living. But still, you get someplace and you're happy and it's working for you and you can pay your
100%.
bills and you like the place.
Yeah.
There's no reason to bail on it unless you just really, really find that big gig, which Chicago would be kick-ass. What a badass place to cover sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean down the road for sure, but
but right now you're in a good spot at this age, man.
Oh man, I'm loving where I'm at, man.
Okay,
I just
stupid question. I'll let you go soon. Did you replace Reinagel?
Yeah, so
okay, so are you the lead dude?
Yeah, so I'm Sunday through Thursday nights. I'm anchoring
Okay,
Sunday
you're the
through
big
Thursday
shit.
nights,
Okay, homie. Okay, cool, man.
Yeah, I got big shoes to fill out here, man. But that's the thing is like there's with the history just of sports in this community, man. Like, you guys. I mean, obviously, like the other stations around here and the other peers too. Like it's and everybody's been super welcoming and super nice too. So
good. Well, this is the authority right here when it comes to talking town. Just know
I'm
that.
I'm holding that down, no doubt.
The authoritative couch, as we like to call it.
Yeah, man.
Well, look, dude. I want to talk to you some more. Hell, we should take the kid out.
Seriously. I live downtown too, man. Hit me up.
Oh, nice,
dude.
Hit
the Alamo Dome with a rock from his front porch.
That's correct.
Oh, nice, man.
I lived right off of South Flores. Well, I guess I can't say the old Pace Picani building. You won't know.
No.
I lived on South Flores for years.
Yeah, that's in the area for sure.
Yeah, for sure. What's your address?
No, don't. Careful. He will put your full number, address,
I see the number of people. I see the number of people watching in the top left, and I'm like, that's more than the people that were watching my Facebook Live out there when I was marooned on the.
that radio show though. We'll have you on the radio show too, and. Yeah,
and he'll throw your address out on the radio show.
We average about 50,000, I guess, for the radio show, which is a lot more than let's watch this show. This is my side hustle. But we'll have to have you back on pretty soon, man. So
you guys let me know, man. Appreciate the warm welcome,
man. I appreciate it.
It's all. I thought it was hilarious, man. It's great.
Hell yeah.
He's a Chicago kid. He's tough.
Yeah.
He's not some pussy Californian.
Have you watched? Okay, Chicago question. Have you watched that Hulu show, The Bear?
Dude, no, but everybody I really don't get a whole. I don't really. It's tough for me to binge TV shows, man. Just
this
one's
quick.
It's a quick one. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
As someone, all I heard about it from people from the Midwest that I knew or know talked about how it was an authentic Chicago show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfectly encapsulated.
And those people that are all telling you that are all from the suburbs too. So it's.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, exactly.
Probably,
yeah.
They're like, oh, yeah, I'm from Chicago, and meanwhile they're like an hour and a half outside the city.
So that's like I say I'm from DFW, but I'm from an hour south.
He's a little podunk shitbag redneck town.
Hey, we've got a nuclear power plant and dinosaur.
That's big, man.
Stand by what I just said.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's the main source of income right there.
Bet
all
your
right.
ass.
So are you on at 10 o'clock tonight then?
That's right. That's right.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good. Sorry, very good, man. All right, man. Well, dude, I appreciate it, man. You're a good sport and no bullshit. I thought it would be fine, especially when we found out you're a Midwest dude. So Chicago guys are tough and they can take it and they like to dish it, and I like it. Dude, you're a good sport.
There you go.
Thank you, man.
Be good, fellas. Thanks so much.
Dude. All right, homie. Thank you for doing this.
Catch up soon, gentlemen. Be good.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, homie. That's Nate Ryan from Ken's 5. He did replace Reinagel.
Sure enough.
That's a young dude.
That's an investment by Ken's.
I need to start watching local news again. It's they got that old dinosaur over at KSAT, Simmons.
Oh yeah.
Who's at Fox? I never watched Fox ever. Don is probably Don's been a WAI for 30 years.
Yeah,
more maybe.
Early 90s.
Yeah, so Don's probably 60. Sorry, Don. Are you 60? 55, something like that.
Doesn't look a day over 45.
Simmons is 350.
Never ages.
The liver's 411.
Hey.
And I don't know what the hell's over at Fox. God knows.
Yeah, I can't help you there.
I can't help you there. All right, I like that kid. I like
the
him.
future of sports media on TV here in the market's in good hands.
I hope
can
so.
comfortably
Yeah,
say
for sure.
that.
Yeah.
Now, if he stiffs me and never comes out for a drink downtown, I
take him
reserve my.
He's a white boy with a 6-figure job, speaks Spanish.
Yeah,
Oh, my God. He needs to take your ass out.
That's exactly what I'm like. Yeah, no, here, come out. I'll show you around. Yeah, here. Hey, that's the guy.
Dude, come here. Let me show you around, Puma.
Let me show
All
you
right,
some
so that's
of these
cool.
oysters.
And no bullshit. We're goofing, but that's very cool of Ken's 5 to actually let him do that.
Yeah, I mean,
That's why I didn't want to get him in trouble or nothing.
Sure, no, we kept it tame.
Thank you, L. Harley, for your $2. It's Drew P. Webos, related to Drew P. Chi-Chi's. Okay.
Okay.
That's a drop.
That sounded like when a lawnmower runs over a rock.
Yeah, it hits you in the leg.
Yes,
God damn.
God.
You ever been cut by a flying
Yeah,
rock?
I have.
Or big
I mowed quite a few yards growing
big ass
up.
branch. All right, we have a major show announcement here
What?
that I've already announced on the radio show. And that is that we are going to start doing another show. That was your idea. Another one of those, hey, Steph.
Okay.
Another one of those things that's his idea that I go out and do all the work to make happen. You can relate to this, right? Yes. Yeah.
She can relate to it because she also appreciates great ideas as
as long as she goes out and makes it happen.
Sure.
So I went out and hustled his idea and sold it. That. Now we have to. So we're going to be doing, first of all, full disclosure, he wanted to do this on the ticket in San Antonio. I'm like, fuck that.
I said,
let's make some money.
I said, let's try to do this on some outlet.
Let's do it on our outlet.
Bingo.
Thank you. All right, so starting September the 11th, we are going to be doing a Cowboys postgame show.
Never forget.
Right here. Where's the fanfare? Don't we have any
That was such a Peter. There, we saved it. All right, we saved it.
Yeah, so Puma and I are going to be hosting a Cowboys overreaction, knee-jerk,
Cowboys
post-game
look-see.
Something look-see.
There we go. I am genuinely really excited about this.
And the reason I'm going to do this is, because you're asking me to work weekends, which I've not done in a long time.
It's a lot from you.
So the only way I was going to do Cowboy postgame show, and I get the value of doing it, and we're doing it on our channel, which is great. But we're going to have some help doing it.
Sure.
In the form of your money. For the production cost, you're asking us to work weekends. And I feel like, and I'm going to say this by knocking on the table here, because I really feel like we have a good relationship starting with Mr. Wood at Pickleball Giant.
Yes, absolutely.
So on 9/11, that is opening night for the Cowboys. They play who? Tampa again?
Yep.
Oh, that's crazy. We're going to do a show right when the game ends. You'll have us, which means we have to come over here and watch the game here. Not me, I'll be on the hellscape.
Oh.
You'll need to watch it here so you can be ready to roll.
Oh, yeah.
Halftime come over or something. Yeah. Whatever, y'all
That's
figure it out. As soon as the game ends, is our plan to go on immediately? That's it.
90 seconds.
Cowboys lose 31-7.
We should probably throw up like a 5 or 10 minute timer, like right when the final whistle blows. Throw up like a 10-minute timer.
All right, that's because people need time too to click over and shit.
Maybe 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
I'll launch the broadcast so people can start joining, but I'll throw up like a timer in there.
Perfect.
Yeah, just like a countdown like you do with these shows for the minute. Yeah, okay, cool. So within 5 minutes after every Cowboy game all season long, Sundays, Monday nights, Sunday nights, Thursday nights, fucking Christmas Eve.
Yes, I love it.
That's fine. We're going to do a Cowboy postgame show. He and I are going to sit here, and we're going to talk about that game. And we're going to take a bunch of inquiries from you guys on the chat.
God, it's going to be explosive.
And talk about the ball game every week. And we would not be doing this if not for our new partner, Pickleball Giant, who will be the official studio sponsor of the Cowboy postgame show. Thank you so much to Pickleball Giant. We have started up a relationship with Mr. Robert Wood at Pickleball Giant that I'm really happy to get into bed with him, so to speak, because I think that this could be a partnership that we could do a whole lot of things with him, because that guy is a sports entrepreneur.
Yeah, I had
with
no
a lot
idea.
of great ideas. A former big man over at Riddell. You guys see Riddell that gets written across the helmets. Mr. Wood over at Pickleball Giant here off 1604 was a big player at Riddell. Remember the old school? You don't remember this, you little kid. You ever wear pony shoes in baseball?
Oh, God, yeah.
Okay, you remember?
Oh,
you
yeah.
remember?
You remember?
Pony athletic shoes. Mr. Wood was a big player with Pony, too. And now he has done Pickleball Giant, which is a pickleball-only store at 1604. What is the exit over there?
We were just, oh, my God. Which
Bitters.
one?
Bitters,
There
that's
you
it.
go.
Yeah, 1604 in Bitters is where you'll find Pickleball Giant. It's the only store in town that's exclusive pickleball gear. That is the no sports rising faster than frickin' pickleball. And Mr. Wood, being the entrepreneur he is, got out in front of it and has a really kick-ass pickleball store that Puma and I went over and learned how to play a few weeks ago.
No, yeah, because it's not just a store. You can actually
Play in there.
Yeah, you can actually try out the equipment
Right, yeah.
right there in store.
Yeah, very cool. So we're going to do Cowboy postgame show. Now, that I should say, we have many other opportunities for others to jump in bed with us on this Cowboy postgame show.
Yeah, because this one's going to be hot.
Yeah, I'm proud of the stuff we've done. Okay, I am. Like this show we do here, we're going to start rolling out our Doing Things coverage probably late this year, early into next year. All the stuff we've been on, all the field trips and stuff. The sit-down show we've done where I go have lunch with people, which we're doing, and I'm proud of. But the Cowboy postgame show, and the other reason why I decided to do it is because I think Thunderdome's really going to fucking love it.
Yeah.
Y'all are going to love how he and I overreact to Cowboy games in the moment right after games are over. You won't have to wait till the next day's radio show or the following YouTube show. And Ashtown over here in town, they're not going to be doing a local one because they're the flagship. They run the Cowboy games. They got to run the Fluff Piece post-game show that the network feeds from Dallas. So we'll be the only local YouTube show, probably the only damn show, period, that's broadcasting after Cowboys games, talking Cowboys when the game is over. So y'all watch the game. Come click on us and listen or watch our show as you do whatever the hell it is you're going to do after the games and jump in here with a text. So we've got lots of sponsorship opportunities for our Cowboy show. I bet you we get this full. You can't have a studio sponsor. It's been sold to Pickleball Giant. We're looking for a title sponsor to the Cowboy show. We're looking for segment sponsors. You can sponsor a segment like Player of the Game, Brett Maher, who had the only points of the game as the Cowboys lose 38-6.
Don't even put that in the ether. Maher.
We'll do 60-second live reads like you see me do these live reads for people. We can do those for you during Cowboy games. And we can do watch parties. This show doesn't, the studio, we can take the Pickleball Giant studios on location. Mr. Wood's already given us permission.
Very nice.
We can do this show provided I'm here in Texas, and I'll be back and forth a lot during this season. We can do this show at beer joints or strip malls or restaurants or whatever.
Oh, you got my hopes up there for a second.
Strip mall?
Yeah.
Not club, mall.
Okay.
All right, so
cool
that's
too,
it.
I
That's our
guess.
big announcement. Thank God. We'll be broadcasting from the Pickleball Giant studios on 9/11 as the Cowboys open up the season against Tampa Bay, and he and I will be the first people in town reacting to the Cowboy game that night. All right, subscribe to this channel, like this channel, share this channel. Damn, that White Claw makes you burp. It's also that barbecue I ate at HEB.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Oh, okay.
It was good.
Yeah. I know what you're talking
The
about.
one over here off
Yeah.
what is that? The big HEB with the barbecue joint right here?
Yeah, let's not give streets.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, look, see? Like that point in case, right
1604 and
And that new
there.
HEB.
Longitude
yeah.
and latitude.
W.W. White Boulevard.
There you go.
So that's what I had for dinner, and that White Claw not
1604
helping.
and 410.
Sure, that's it. So, sorry for the burping. So I'm stoked, man. You want to give us a tip tonight? Please do so. Let's jump into the super chat, which I'll read some here in a minute. Everybody thanking Drew P. Wabos for coming on, a.k.a. Nate Ryan.
Good dude.
What a good start to his career to get fucked with like that. And then, hey, way he handled it, okay, that was cool.
Okay, timeout. Conspiracy. devil's advocate.
Is a setup to get attention? Nah.
It'd be a pretty smart strategy. It'd be a good gambit.
Yeah,
because then you can follow it up and be like, no, I really know Spanish extremely well. Here's how I can communicate.
Nah. He's a new guy. He's trying to indoctrinate
Oh, it was
himself.
100% a mistake.
It was
just an honest mistake.
Yeah, total
but
mistake.
I could see if some young whippersnapper was media savvy enough.
Nah.
That would be a good strategy.
Total innocent. All right, got to do another live spot. I can do something like I'm about to do during the Cowboy postgame show if you want to put your name on it. For instance, like R&R, they're a big sponsor and player on this show. Such as this. R&R Auto Glass is on 281 and Tacoma. They fix glass, Bubba. That's what they do. You got busted glass. You got chipped windows. You got sunroof damage. Windows aren't rolling up or down. They will fix any and all things glass in the car via the miracle that is R&R Auto Glass right there by the airport at 281 in Tacoma. Go see the boys and the girl that runs that place. Gosh, she keeps that thing tip-top. So they take all insurances. They got a real nice, they got free Wi-Fi if you want to stick around. Ain't no use in leaving because that shit ain't going to take you long at all. They are quick. I've had 2 cars I've taken over there, and both were in and out of there in less than an hour. So no commuting.
We took one car over
a
there,
ride. Yeah.
Had them come to our house to fix another car.
Yeah, they'll do a house call, too. If your car's not running or whatever, you have a wreck, and they take all insurances, too, and they'll give you a discount on top of all that when you mention us at R&R Auto Glass. See, we can be doing that for you during the Cowboy postgame show. All right, a couple news killers I wanted to get off my chest here.
We blanked. It's Mikatinik.
My bad, Chuck. I just saw him.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Chuck.
We both sat here and blanked.
I've been drinking.
Sorry, Chuck.
Here's the cool part about drinking on this show. If I fuck up, I could just say,
I'm drinking straight tequila, my bad.
Blame it on the Henny, or in this case, blame it on the Millennial White Claw beer.
Blame it on the Henny.
I drink a shit ton of this.
Blame it on the goose.
It's these women I'm living with, man. They want to stay skinny, so they drink this shit.
And yet you're busting my balls about having a nice mimosa on the golf course.
I had a fucking Shiner Bock, though, at the golf course.
But you're drinking a White Claw now.
Because I'm sharing it with these skinny girls I live with.
That keeps you skinny?
I don't love it. I had one the other day, actually, at my buddy's house.
Not bad.
It made me drunk, though, too quick.
Tequila will do that versus White Claw.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So I did drink one, but I'm like, well, shit, I can't drink no more. I'm already too drunk to go home.
Well, I'm still proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll mix it in later. All right, what was I going to say? All right, music. Here's the other really kick-ass thing. I wanted to run this by you since you're the co-host.
Let's hear it.
You got Neil's intro? Have you heard Neil's intro? I think you have. We're going to play it for Thunderdome right now.
This is the one you emailed us, right?
This is the one I emailed you.
Yeah.
This is from a guy called Neil Cole. He's an Austin-based musician. He has an Austin-based band, Neil Cole and Southern Street. And major Thunderdomers, we actually have listeners and viewers in Austin.
I'm telling you,
it's a slow grind.
Exist.
Slow grind. And so Neil got together. This is not the band. Neil just did this at his house and put together a little ditty. It's an instrumental, and I wanted to play this for Thunderdome because I'm thinking about making this the intro to the Cowboy postgame show.
Be a good idea.
All right, you got that up and running? Ready to roll? All right, this is Neil Cole's. We don't. It's untitled as of yet. Potential postgame show intro on the Mike Taylor Live show.
That's all I think about. Like, this was throwaway to him.
He did it by himself.
Yes.
Added the drums.
Yeah. It's like my little brother got all the musical talent in our family.
Got the dick, though. All right.
Pretty solid.
It's for a Cowboy postgame intro show. What do you think, LG?
It's not bad.
Oh, my God.
8 and 9. I told you.
It can work.
8 and 9.
Here's why I like it, because he made it just for us. That's why I like it.
It also has the attitude of a
Cowboys postgame show.
Let me
with
try it.
Puma and Taylor.
Let me try something.
Okay.
Live from San Antonio, Mike Taylor.
Okay.
Dallas Cowboys postgame show.
brought to you live from the Pickleball Giant Studios.
Here's Taylor and Puma. Well, they got their ass beat again. It's time to fire every motherfucker they got. Yeah, that's just an example of what I bet that happens 4 or 5 times, just like that.
Just like your player of the game is Brett Maher again, because he's the only son of a bitch who can put points on the board.
Player of the game is that shitbag that wasn't even active today, because yeah.
Brian Anger, player of the game, hit the scoreboard with
averaged
the punt.
54 yards a punt today. The Cowboys punted 13 times as they get beat by the Eagles, 18-7. Yeah, so what do y'all think about that? I think that's going to be the intro to the post-game show. And he's working on another version. That's just the first one.
Okay.
Same riff, same melody, but a little bit longer, and maybe a vocal or two. He's probably watching tonight. And
I like it.
Yeah. I thought it was great.
I mean, if that's the first draft, then
yeah.
It's
only a 30-second snippet, too.
That's all we need.
Yeah. Well, he's going to make like
intro.
a 90-second.
Yeah.
LG can fade it out, blah, 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 all that stuff. That being said, we have another musician working on some music for us. So, where'd you get the music for our current intro to this show? Mike Taylor Live, presented by Texas Cheer Liquor.
I got that from the YouTube free audio library.
That's just so give up and generic.
Yeah. And license free.
I know. No, I'm not blaming you. You have to, in case unless the artist tells us we can, the label tells us we can.
Well,
so I decided I don't want to use the free house band session musician generic YouTube intro. I have reached out to a former guest of this show, the Mike Taylor Show's own, Rich O'Toole, the official Texas country singer.
Good dude.
Of this show, a longtime country singer, a very accomplished Texas singer.
Celebrated a birthday over the weekend.
He did? Oh, okay. No, that shit. I should have told him happy birthday. Happy birthday,
I think
Rich.
I drunkenly DM'd him happy birthday.
Oh, good. Send a dick pic. Attaboy.
Say, hey, happy birthday, brother.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's your present. Rich is working on a song with vocals and everything for Mike Taylor Live, presented by Texas Cheer Liquor.
Hell yeah.
And I got to get back to him tonight when I get home or in the morning, because all he wants he said, give me 15-ish traits that describe you guys' show. Make it simple, because I got to be able to rhyme it.
Sure.
Yeah, because he's got to make a melody and he's got to make the rhyme.
Yeah, don't give me some kind of Dickensian list.
It can't be
Martin Luther thesis.
He's not going to write some Tom Yorkish type bullshit.
I mean, Tom York only accurately
Here we
predicted.
go.
No, go ahead.
No,
go
fuck
ahead.
Tom York. We're going to have something fun.
Sure.
And not all melancholy, and I'm going to blow my head off.
I bet Rich O'Toole likes Tom York.
Yeah, but not when he's doing television show intros.
Probably not.
So Rich
the national anthem.
Rich is working on something, and I cannot wait to hear it. He sent me a very rough instrumental today. I'm not going to let y'all hear it yet. It's just for me. I'm going to sit on it. It's mine.
Exclusivity.
Because he may change it altogether.
Sure.
So as soon as I send him all the phrases and words, and we mailed in today's radio show pretty much, having people to send us descriptors.
What are you talking about?
Well, it's going to turn into a good song.
I brought golden audio to that show.
You did.
Today.
So thank you to Neil Cole, man. That was really cool, Neil. I can't wait to hear the longer version. And thank you to the great Rich O'Toole. Neil Cole sitting up in Austin making music for us. Got Rich O'Toole sitting up in his loft in Houston writing a song for this fucking show. They can't do that.
It's good shit.
They cannot do that. All right, what else? I got about 15 minutes left in me before I got to read some emails and go home.
Well,
we just do SAC.
You
want to watch the Little League video? Or you want to wait?
Save it for Thursday.
It'll be
Saturday.
LG's going to New Jersey.
Oh, that's right.
LG got hired by Hustler, and he's got the weekend deal in fucking New Jersey. He's got to go shoot like orgies for the magazine's website.
Yeah, Larry Flint Memorial Party. They're erecting a statue of Larry Flint,
so to speak.
What can I say? Send me pictures that I can't share on the interwebs, probably.
Just tell them you need a PA for all of this.
How many non-disclosure agreements do you have to sign?
One for every participant of the orgy.
They just put one up at the entrance of the mansion, and it's just like a blanket.
Sign.
Everyone who walks by it is covered because it says if you walk past this sign, it's NBA.
Oh, that's cool. Okay,
it's like blanket coverage,
and that includes crew and people working.
Yeah, anybody. Yeah,
wow,
anybody. Yeah.
Wow. So that's why we're not doing a show Thursday.
Could be.
So we'll do a Cowboys show, yeah.
We're gonna do a little, we'll do a little live look-see of the first quarter of the preseason game.
First look at the Cowboys.
Oh,
you want to do that?
Right. They start,
Saturday
absolutely.
at 8:00 at night.
Yeah,
Sure. That's fine. Why the fuck not?
I'm gonna be watching the Cowboy game anyway.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
That's fine. Let's do it. Okay.
Preseason.
Just like the first quarter, first half.
We can burn through the Little League talk pretty fast. I mean, I think it's
on Saturday.
No. I meant here
Tonight?
if you want.
I'll make it fast.
I think both of us have very clear points.
You're going to be an asshole, and I'm going to be a sweet guy.
Asshole. I just.
All right, I got to do a live spot. Then we'll bitch about we'll talk Little League. All right, country music superstar. Kane Brown is kicking off Gambler Days with a pre-show concert Friday, August 26th. Kane, of course, is the multi-platinum, award-winning, good-looking kid from Nashville. He's one of them Nashville country singers you hear on KJ97, Coke FM, and all that shit. He played Cowboy. He played Thanksgiving last year.
Sure did.
He's a panty dropper, and so it's genius for the Gamblers to go get him to open up the thing on that Friday the 26th. And then the doors will open at 6:30. Kane will do his set right around 7:45, and then the gambling, the dealing with the Bulls will commence after Kane gets done. And Saturday's going to be a kick-ass day, too. You can go to the Gamblers Fan Fest. Y'all are going up Saturday, right?
Yep.
I already got you tickets.
That's the plan.
I gave him your email, your company email. So on Saturday, they're going to have a big deal over at Stubbs Barbecue. On the 27th, it starts at 11 a.m. to 6. And they're going to serve barbecue, beer. They'll have bands out there. A chance to meet riders. You've already met most of our team, the major players of our team.
Be nice catching up with them.
They're going to have a mechanical bull out there. You know how good you are at it.
I think I'm in retirement on that.
And then everybody's going to run over to the Mood and watch PBR.
Bless the Mood.
And then when that's over, you can go back over to Stubbs because they're going to have a damn after party over there when the PBR is over.
Oh, you can find me there then.
Now, I'll be going up on Sunday. I'll be in Corpus Christi that Saturday. Nina's got a stand-up gig.
Oh, yeah, you told me.
Yeah, but we're absolutely planning at this point 90-10 to go up on Sunday. The Gamblers are going to host a Cowboy Church prior to the Team Series event. I will be skipping the church.
Well, protect the riders.
Well, yeah, I mean, good for them. I ain't going to make up for that.
I probably won't make it.
I'll
probably still be somewhere passed out at Stubbs.
They have pastured everything showing up. Randy Phillips, lead pastor of Life Family and founding member of the Dove award-winning contemporary Christian trio, Phillips, Craig, and Dean.
Oh, they were big players in my early evangelical church days.
No shit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay.
That's, no joke. They were big players in the Christian contemporary scene whenever I was a kid.
Fucking A. For more information on Gambler Days festivities, purchase your tickets. This is what I really need to say. If you want to buy tickets to PBR that last weekend in August, the first sporting event ever at that badass Moody Center.
Bless the Mood.
Austin,
everybody with me now.
God, that was the most awkward moment of the year.
No, not a single soul was helping him out. Oh, I've got the whole thing. Yeah.
At the end of the year, we'll revisit great moments of the year.
That's top 4?
Exposing those assholes up there.
Bless the Mood.
Love the school. I love their students. I love their generic blue-collar fans. Their upper class fans and their alums are all a bunch of fucking assholes.
They don't know how to have fun.
To buy tickets to PBR, it's AustinGamblers.com. AustinGamblers.com. No one does lives like me.
God, that's for sure.
Well, we do it. We keep it real. I don't dick around with a script and stuff. I've got bullet points.
You got notes, sure.
Yeah, but I mean, how often?
High points to hit.
Sure, yeah, that's way real. All right, let's look at this video. This went viral today. Puma and I had a heated argument over this off the air today. I still think he's just pissing me off.
Most of it is that.
All right, this is a regional on ESPN today. I think this was today. And this is a team from East Texas, Beast, Texas.
Beast, Texas.
Up there near Gilmer.
Beast.
This is East Texas in maroon. They're taking on some team from Mobilehoma in the baby blue. This kid, I'm going to explain what happens. This kid's going to hit this kid in the head. He's fine because it just nailed him in the. I think it got him in the cap part.
And because he's a 10-year-old who can throw 50 miles an hour, it's not going to hurt
Well, the distance is close though. These at this level, these kids are throwing harder than what you're saying.
No, they ain't.
But it caught him right here.
They
just
none
knocks
of these
his helmet
kids are
off.
breaking 60.
So it's scary, but the kid's fine. And the kid that got hurt the most was the pitcher in the field. So we'll watch this play out here. This went viral today.
Oh, look out.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Got him in the
They
flat.
got him on the
Wow,
flank
that is
and
a
just
tough
knocked
kid
the
right
helmet
there.
off.
Okay, so he's fine. Scared him.
Scared him.
Ooh, he's good. There he
Scared the
is.
hell out of me.
Now he realizes the pitcher's having trouble.
He's telling I thought he was yelling, oh.
The
oh,
pitcher feels
'cause he's-
bad.
Yeah.
So the kid that gets hit walks over to the pitcher who feels like garbage.
This is really cool because as a
Look at
pitcher, Bubs looks shaken up right now because of what he did. And look at Zay Jarvis. This is such great sportsmanship. He wants him to know that it's okay, that he'll be fine.
Hey, bub. Look at me. Look at me. You're all right.
Amazing.
You're all right?
Even
Look
told
at
him throw strikes.
me.
Let's
Look,
go.
look. You can do it.
There's Mama. Dude, that's beautiful.
That's fine.
That's called
Oh,
sportsmanship.
look out.
And that's my problem with it.
Let's watch it again. I'm going to hear your problem with this. Dang, got him in the ear flap.
Yeah.
Wow, that is
Just
a tough
ring the
kid
bell.
right
Knocked the
there.
helmet
Yeah.
off.
Probably just scared the hell out of him.
Oh, again, like,
Just like you out there at 12 years old.
scared me. He looks tall. I like his Hunter Pence high pants.
Yeah,
too,
he
above-
does. He's rocking the
above
100
the
pants.
kneecap.
That's big now.
It's a good look.
So this is really cool because as a pitcher,
So,
Bubs looks shaken
are
up
they
right now
competitors,
because of what he
or
did.
are
And look
they-
at Zay
is
Jarvis. This is
everyone
such
getting,
great
Absolutely they're
sportsmanship.
competitors.
Participation
He wants him to know
trophy
that it's
at the
okay,
end of the
competitive.
that he'll
game.
be fine.
They want to win.
Hey, bub. Look at
Still
me.
going to get the little Debbie
me. You're all right.
snacks. and
Amazing.
the
You're all
Capri
right.
Maybe.
Suns
They're
and the
12, so
orange
maybe.
slices.
Yeah, well, they're kids.
Okay.
Maybe.
I'm sorry, I just thought I was watching
Yeah.
competitive sports on national
No, it's
television.
not some douchebag pro player who makes $30 million a year.
Okay.
All right, so there's that. What is your problem with that? That's a beautiful moment.
It's fine, but my problem with it is that the fact that as soon as it happens, I get bombarded on social media by everyone sharing it and talking about, oh, all the evil in the world. Take a minute and watch this and have faith in humanity. The kids are our future. Like, sure, yeah, they are, but it's a Little League baseball game. There's literally nothing to take. It's like the picture of the two babies that are, one's black, one's white, and they run up to each other and hug. Like, yeah, they're kids. They're babies. Like, that's what kids do. They're not
They haven't been
seeing-
ruined by the adults.
And that's the other thing. Like, oh, the kids are perfect until us adults ruin them. No, they're not. They're kids. Like, that one kid is a really good sport and raised really well, and that was a really nice gesture. But if that had been me at 12 years old, that kid just hit me to load the bases. He's bawling on the mound, obviously losing his mental edge. You got your friend coming up hitting next behind you. You know he's a masher. You want that kid to continue feeding meat.
Sure you do. You can still go over and hug the kid and then kick his ass.
You can hug him after.
You can do both.
You can hug him after the game and say, "Hey man, I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
There's nothing. Don't carry this with you."
No one.
And I'm glad we beat you. And I'm glad I didn't come over there and stop you from crying. And then you stop a bases loaded rally, and then y'all go on to beat us.
You know me.
Sure, I'm quite familiar with
I
you.
wore red shoes on a blue laced team so I
Yep.
could stand out.
That's correct.
I don't know that I would have walked over, but I would have been like, "Hey man, I'm good."
And that, okay, And
gotcha.
that's
It's all good.
That's why
big leaguers do that all the time.
It's just kind of weird that you just walked over there and hugged him. I don't know.
He's a kid.
But again,
the kid's sobbing.
But he's on ESPN playing a game where they're going.
There's my problem.
I know.
Now you've stumbled to my problem. I've yelled at this. I've yelled about this for 20 years, and nothing. It's me yelling at clouds. Those games have no fucking business being on national television. They're 12 years old. I've hated it. I get the Little League World Series when they get to Williamsport. This is a regional, right? Oklahoma versus Texas.
Yeah, it's a regional.
When you get to Williamsport, I've accepted that ESPN's going to air it all. But to air everything like it's the State Wisconsin Regional live on ESPN as Madison takes on Green Bay, I think it's way too much exposure for little boys.
So
I hate it.
So what do you say to someone like a 14-year-old gymnast that's in the Olympics? Should we not show her routines because she's too young to be broadcast?
No.
What about a movie that has a 10-year-old actor? Should those not be shown on?
It's live.
Cable television
live
on regular
sports.
TV?
I don't like it. And the 10-year-old actor's one in a gazillion who got a role in a movie.
So are these kids.
No,
do you know how many
not.
kids are playing Little League Baseball across the country
But
every year?
But way
And
more
there's
being
24 teams
way
that make
more
it to ESPN
being on
coverage?
regional television than actors. I don't like it. It doesn't sit well with me.
Oh, I would
like
argue there's more child actors on television than there are Little League Baseball players on television.
I don't know. Okay, but
that's 100%.
That's a different topic. I think.
Why, though?
It's a different example of exploitation.
Sure, and at the end of the day, that's my overarching point. Because what's really happening here is a major media corporation making millions of dollars off the backs of little kids.
I just don't like it. I hate this is only little kids. A kid in a movie with a bunch of adults, or even a bunch of little kids.
Or an Olympian where it's some kids on the team are 22 and some are 16. Like I get what you're saying, but I'm just pointing
out. This is nothing but 12-year-olds and 11-year-olds.
But it's still the same exploitation. It's still the same.
That's fine. I'm not arguing against it necessarily. I'm just telling. And I think you
sounds
like you agree with me.
A lot of it.
I'm uncomfortable watching 11-year-old boys on national fucking television play baseball.
I wouldn't have wanted to have.
I loved that moment there. I loved that very much. There's no reason you can't go over there and hug the kid, tell him it's going to be all right, and then beat the hell out of him in the game.
I would have thrown my bat at him.
Okay.
Would have gone full.
It.
What was the minor league? What was the guy that was it? Carl Everett. That
God, he was an asshole.
There was one guy that ended up getting once he couldn't make a team out of spring training anymore. He went and played in the winter league, and he ended up taking a bat and just turning around and hitting the catcher in the head with the bat, and then charged the mound with the bat in his hand.
Bell.
Was that Albert Bell?
I think it might have been Albert
that?
Bell. Yeah.
Man, I think we're both wrong, but I can't remember who it was. I don't think it was Everett or Bell. But I just distinctly remember the vision of him just turning around and slamming the catcher and then carrying the bat out there like a pitchfork.
I think we're both wrong, too, because that guy should have been suspended a year minimum.
Yeah, I think that was the end of his baseball career. It's just...
One more point on it?
No. It's just...
Your problem is the reaction to it.
Yes.
Here's where I'll agree with you.
Correct.
And this goes back to, how... And then you and I... See, it's funny because you and I have actually had this same discussion without Little League being the backdrop, and we disagreed on it. And my opinion is this country is so much better off than we all think it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you disagreed with me to an extent.
Yeah.
This is...
Because...
How many fist fights have you had this year?
Zero.
Yeah, how many... I mean, other than run-ins in the car because you're... got road rage.
Or you mean the fact that I have to deal with idiots that almost kill me every day on a major roadway?
Because they suck at driving, but that doesn't mean that they're bad humans.
Yes, it does.
See?
Yes, it does. You're a bad human if you can't drive properly.
Oh God, let me bring it back to the Little League game. 99% of the kids that play Little League baseball would feel bad like that kid that got hit to see the pitcher crying. Because the majority of human beings are good, especially little kids.
I do not agree there.
Of course a kid.
We would have been pissed. Of
course a kid feels bad.
If a kid from Cleburne hit us in an all-star game when we were 12, we would have been pissed.
That's Cleburne. These kids don't know each other. They're from different states. You don't hate them.
I think
this country is not nearly
what...
as awful as we all make it out to be on the fucking internet and on network news television and cable news television. Most people are decent enough, and they get up every day, and they go to a job, and they take care of a family, and they want to have some entertainment.
They call for civil war on Facebook at night.
No, they don't. Not most people. One guy you went to school with in that
that's
town.
Not who I went to school with. It's one guy who taught me.
Doesn't matter. The
in
point
that
stand that's again. But you give him a voice on our show.
Yes.
When he went on some bullshit Facebook page, of the 340 million Americans, 99.99999% don't know he wrote that and don't give a shit. He does not represent a massive voice.
We have, dude. Okay.
He doesn't.
Yes, he does. He literally he represents 74 million Americans. That's a massive voice.
74 million Americans don't think that we're about to have civil war.
Oh, I'm sorry, 72.
Even if they do, if people in their heart think, wow, we might have a civil war, we're not actually gonna. How's that gonna look? We can't have a civil war. Every state's divided. We're not going to have a civil war.
That's why I don't believe in this pie in the sky society that you're describing.
I'm not saying that. No one said pie in the sky.
You're saying we're way better off.
We're not a nihilism either. We're not going to.
We're closer to nihilism
than.
Not. Oh, yes, yeah.
No.
Why then?
Why do we get up every day? Why do I have children? I should go murder my children, all 4 of them, to save them from the apocalypse, right?
Well, now
should I do that?
That's not nihilistic. That's sociopathic.
No, because if it's all
nihilistic
would
be you never had the kids to begin with. Sociopath would be
no, but I was the dumbass that actually had kids, knowing the world's going to end in 2 years or wherever you think it's going to end.
Probably closer to 20.
See, that's it. I mean,
interchangeable.
But again, it's funny because people write stuff on Twitter. They write things on Facebook, they message talk shows, and yet you go onto the street and you go into the world and you don't see that shit. You just don't.
I think I see it every time I drive and see billboards that express hate-filled messages. I've
seen them lately too. It's unfortunate.
Every time
that doesn't mean that they're going to win.
Neighborhood in this city and see at least one flag that says, "Let's go Brandon," or "Fuck Trump," or "FJB," or
so what? Who's it hurt? Who's being hurt?
Us as a society.
Not
that
me.
Is well, if you don't want to acknowledge the cancer that we have within this society of the hatred for each other, and want to try to tell me that no, it's not as bad as you think.
It's not.
I remember 20 years ago, when I was 16 years old, the use of profanity in campaign messaging was damn near non-existent, and now it's flown proudly. That's a massive change in our society.
They were cussing, you just weren't hearing it.
That's my whole point. It's much more transparent and out in the open and more cancerous to our society.
I think it's way more complicated and gray. 50 people died in a tractor trailer a month ago trying to come to this shitty country that's going to go into the ocean in 20 years.
And half the country claimed that was an invasion from our southern border.
Doesn't matter. They still risk coming up here to this crazy country because it was better than
where they're at. But that doesn't mean ours is good. It just means it's better than where they were. No, and I'm not saying it's awful. That's not what I'm saying. I just don't think it's as binary as a lot of people. It's not pure evil. It's not pie in the sky. But it's also, I believe, closer to the evil side of that scale than the idealistic.
This is full of Trump voters and Biden voters.
It's not about Trump or Biden, though. It's about just the...
You just mentioned politics and flags and fuck.
Because that's how it gets
Brandon
displayed. It's the hate behind it all.
We've become more assholy. It's up in your face, sure.
The unknown.
I don't think the end game's going to be annihilation. I think it'll fizzle.
It's not going to be self-assured.
I think it's going to fizzle.
Annihilation. It'll be annihilation on a global scale.
I think it's going to fizzle because I also trust your generation and the one after you.
I trust the one after me more than mine.
Okay, fair enough. That's fine, but
that's how it should always be. Also,
I still feel
should always trust the generation.
When I'm an old man, I'll be bitching about some of the same shit.
Oh, I can't wait
to
see what I'm bitching about.
Same shit, and nothing's gonna really happen. Nothing.
I won't be bitching about the
transcendent.
same shit. No, I won't, because I believe transcendent change is capable, is possible,
Well,
is achievable.
I think it will happen. I do. We need some younger folks in power.
Correct.
And it's just we're a gerontocracy.
You talk about
all this over a Little League play.
Well, that's the thing. To wrap it up, it's not one party or the other. The average age of all elected officials in our country is damn near 70 years old.
Awful.
That's insane.
A massive
I think
problem.
it's 68 or something like that off the top of my head.
All right, let's see. Hey, Ryan.
Hold on. We can't do the sack.
Oh.
Mail, motherfucker.
Not bad. It's
Without
also
that.
brought to you tonight by J.M. Pool and Spa. Went down to see George and Janet, met their son Joel.
Yes, sir.
Met their son-in-law, Dijon.
That's a solid. And
you took a shine to him. I can tell you. You took a shine to him.
I think him and I are.
Tell him what he was. Your alter ego.
I think we are interstellar pirates on a journey in another life together. Yeah, we
Puma,
are.
I think at one point Puma looked at Dijon cleaning that pool and thought, "Fuck, that really could have been me easily."
And not in a. I'm kind of envious of Dijon right now. He looks like he is living his best life.
Yeah, he's kicking ass out there. Yeah. Working for his
he's
father-in-law.
It's great.
Cleaning pools, getting paid.
Long hair,
Good
big
times.
old Grizzly Adams beard. going.
Yeah, cool dude. They
Good
were all
look.
cool people, and they cleaned the shit out of that place. Rockin' J Ranch is where me and Puma went and helped him clean. Got a whole new perspective now on what you have to do, the setup, the process, making sure the pumps are off, making sure you drain the dirty water,
I can't
how to
believe
clean algae, what it looks like, the difference between algae and rust.
He let us do a little more than I expected, to be honest.
We literally
with you.
got in the pool and cleaned algae.
That's true, yeah. Not that bad either.
Yeah, so if you're looking for someone to clean your pool, especially north of the area south of Austin, north of San Antonio, Hill Country-ish.
Yeah, what's that? Right there before Blanco, too.
Comal County, all that in there.
Yeah.
That is
Spring
where
Branch.
J.M. Pool and Spa does most of its business, and that is where house after house after house just continues to get sprung up on a daily and a weekly basis. At some point, that whole area is just going to be giant suburban sprawl, and the man to call to clean your pool for you, because it's a pain in the ass to do it yourself, is J.M. Pool and Spa. Ryan's in here. Taylor, can you give a birthday shout-out to my grandpa, Hugh Jass?
Okay.
You got me.
That's a little too on the nose.
DVS Martin, is that the pea couch from Seinfeld? Well, there's more than pee on this couch. This couch could get pregnant if it had ovaries. Shout out to Nate. He's a good sport. Spanish is one thing, but Tex-Mex slang's a whole different animal. Yeah, he needs to get up to speed on that. He's speaking that King Spanish probably. Eddie the Great, bro, you know Nate nervous as hell. That Deborah Knapp will get your ass. Yeah, working with
Not
a
wrong.
legendary Deborah Knapp. That's cool. That's a good gig for a 27-year-old kid, man.
It's a hell of a good gig.
What else? Back in 97 through 99, I used to deliver to El Paso. And Anthony, Texas, when I drove over the road, spent a lot of time in Juarez. Papa Smurf would pick me up at the truck stop. I'd go stay with my chica, Mexico. Good times. Don't get him fired, Taylor. Oh, he's fine. Hey, Nate, let's do it like we did in the 80s. Let me take you out to paint the town red. Yeah, everybody wants to take that poor guy out now. He's going to be fine.
I was about to say,
28-year-old kid living in a downtown
Yeah,
apartment,
he's
speaking
doing-
Spanish. Shit.
He's doing just fine.
On TV, shit. I already read Al Harley's unfortunate $2 text. Is Drew P. Webos related to Drew P. Chi-Chi's?
Okay.
I'm over by Lackland. The Choppers are already on the way to the Dome. Oh, you got War to go see.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. We get another night of it.
He also gets to work with EC's Romero Hubba Hubba. Fox has Hotties on Channel 4 as best sports on Sunday nights, in my opinion. I have no idea. I never watch local news anymore. I'm aware of some of the people that are on. It's funny. I know people that work in news and never watch their shows.
And still, yeah.
Crazy. Pony was my favorite brand of athletic sneakers back in the day. Where's What is Asstown? I'm not telling you.
First rule of Town.
Yeah, the candles are working overtime for you guys tonight.
Oh,
Great things
hell.
happening.
Light the candles.
Light them up before we get off the air.
Yeah.
Mike is a great sportscaster. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, Samson Elizondo.
That was a plant? What kind of comment?
That's all it says.
Mike is a great sportscaster.
Thank you. I could be. I'd be great at TV. You know why? Because I'm not the average TV guy, but I'm spoken well enough as it is where I can read the prompter where it would come off like I wasn't reading it. The problem with me is that I'm a little bit, I don't know if you noticed or not, but I have a lot of opinions and stuff.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I hadn't picked up on that.
A bit brash. And I think that for me to be the best I could be, having no experience and having to learn how to do that job, they would have to let me be me. No, I'm not going to cuss. I'm not going to be all brash. I'm going to wear a tie.
But I'm going to
brush my hair.
I'm going to tell Pete Davidson to just.
I'm going to tell Pete Davidson
Snowflake.
to quit being a pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm going to be Dale Hansen, and I'm not sure if there's room for that kind of guy in modern day local sports anymore. May not be.
I fear the heavily opinionated local sportscaster is a dying breed.
And that's too bad because this country, and I'll give you this. It's still a country that wants to debate and give its opinion.
Yes, it is.
I don't know what local news is thinking. And I do it for pretty cheap too, about what they're paying Nate probably.
I'm getting reports it was one of the Upton brothers that attacked the catcher with the bat.
It wasn't BJ. It was it the other one?
Justin?
Maybe.
Was it?
Yeah. It was Gimme.
Okay. If that's not an ender. I don't know.
Hey, ask Puma what's the score of the game. I'm not watching it.
I can't. There's there's a camera blocking my view, and I really haven't been distracted. It
was 4-0 Rangers when we turned it on.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, and it's 7-1 Houston since you started watching.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I had to get told how Bubba Thompson's the next great right fielder of all time.
Look, there was no talk of that. It was just a fun. like Nate had some Cowboys fun.
Yeah,
facts.
we had some fun.
I had a fun fact for you that Bubba Thompson was the high school quarterback for Jalen Tolbert.
We have a couple buy me a coffees in here.
Oh, what you gracias.
Panther Chap says you should do a halftime show.
Oh, come on. Hey, I'm already asking him to work
you know
weekends.
What? Have the Southwest ISD get a hold of me. Let's talk money, and I'll shit.
I'll do halftime show. What is that, 15, 20 minutes? Yeah, we can do halftime show.
Yeah.
We get it sold? Sure.
Okay.
We get it sold.
I'm back in.
The official flag runner of the Dallas Cowboys is in here. He bought a coffee yesterday.
That boy.
And he says, spend it on the Deluxe Fund AC for the boss.
Hell yeah. Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
I think Flag Runner is going to single-handedly repair your AC with all of his coffee he keeps buying.
Dude, you don't know how much it means.
You don't know how much it means.
And that's all.
Okay, good. Very good. Very good. Outstanding.
That was a good one.
I
Nate
enjoyed
was a good
that.
sport.
Nate was good. Yeah.
Somehow
that was good.
spun Little League baseball talk into
geopolitical nihilism.
Yeah.
Doesn't it all go back to that?
Yes.
With you, it does.
Because it does. I mean, not just
all
with
right,
me.
that was a beautiful, isolated moment between two random kids. Has nothing to do with anything greater picture, nothing. It was a total, I agree, the overreaction to that whipped my ass, but for different reasons.
Sure.
I think most kids have good hearts. And I think that was just two random kids in a country of 340 million people. But we got to make everything broad.
The overreaction to that is the similar overreaction when a celebrity dies and everyone expresses profound sadness for it. And it's like, you saw two of their movies.
They start
you
painting
knew nothing
pictures
about
of Kobe
them.
at the heavenly gates.
Well, hey, hold on, Kobe deserved.
Okay.
Kobe was deserving.
All right, at some point. Pete Rose will die, and they'll be
whatever
putting
that,
Pete Rose
whatever the
paintings up.
Beaver guy was,
Tony
that was
Dow.
over the top. Yeah,
the Beaver. That's because baby boomers have nostalgia with that show. It's not that they give a shit about Tony Dow. They loved it when they were kids. It reminds them of something when they were kids.
So
and
it's
they
a
were young.
reminder of their own mortality, is what you're telling me.
Yes, like when
that's pretty nihilistic.
When Tom York kills over, you'll have a tough day.
When Tom York kills over, Bubba.
Mm-hmm.
Might be the same date on the headstone.
There's the ender. You're going to blow his head off. All right, we're done. Love y'all hard. Thank you very much. Thank you to Nate Ryan. Hey, thanks to Ken's 5. That was super cool. Their for green lighting him to come on. There's a lot of TV people in this town that wouldn't have done that.
That's correct.
Whole new respect for Ken's 5. We'll give them a shout-out tonight. All right, that's it. We're done. You boys stay hard.
Support local journalism.
That's right. Watch the local goddamn news.
I'm a pioneer.
I'm a pioneer. So one of these days when these local news people are going to put my ass on, they going to make money.
Speak it into existence.
Shit. All right, we're done. We'll see you boys Saturday.
Come back, you puppy!
Mike Taylor Live is presented by Texas Cheer Liquor.